artifacts from across Egypt to paint a complete picture of Egypt's civilization across different ages. This museum showcases Egypt's history since prehistoric times until today. It displays the achievements that Egypt has witnessed over the span of its time and dazzled the world throughout the ages. In addition to the displayed collections, there are artifacts selected from museums around Egypt showcasing the Islamic civilization, the era when Abbasids and Umayyads conquered many European cities, including Spain, and transferred medicine, engineering, and algebra sciences to Europe, especially through the works of Ibn Rushd in philosophy and Ibn Sina in medicine. To be discussing a little bit about the conservation, we are joined with a restoration and conservation expert, Dr. Mostafa Maher. I'd like to thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. You are welcome here.
Thank you, Dr. Mostafa, for joining us. And let me first ask you, what are the tasks assigned to the restoration department in the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization?
We have a trip to the object when it's come here. We take it in a reception unit in our museum, in our conservation unit. We start in unpacking of the objects to remove the safety layers, the sponge, foam, like this, and we put it in anoxia unit. That's the function of this unit to remove and kill the infection may be found in these objects. After that, we make a condition report. We will make as a documentation, photographic documentation, take a scales of the any objects come here. After that, we indicate what's the plan of the conservation. We can put it in laboratory of first aid if it's need, the condition of it need, that's the COVID conservation. After that, we turn on the objects to the underground floor that contains of stores and main laboratories of conservation. These laboratories is divided by materials. It depends on the materials of the objects.
So each lab would go for a lab for a specific type of material. Specific lab.
Right. The first one is organic conservation laboratory. It's for the wood, textile, mummies, like this. And inorganic conservation laboratory, it is for stones, marbles, like this. And we will start in conservation processes as we indicate as a plan, as I told before.
Okay. When I understood that the museum here features labs, that was very interesting for me, and there is a certain lab that is concerned with DNA. How important is that, in your own opinion, in discovering the identities of mummies and actually discovering the history and life of
so cool.
Unveiling so many secrets? Because, for example, a little that I know about Hatshepsut is that she used to be believed that she disappeared or killed, and then when the Dr. Zayhawes found part of or one of her teeth, he said that she suffered from diabetes and cancer, and she probably died a natural death. I mean, such little facts. How can the labs here contribute in revealing so many secrets?
The stories.
As you know, to make a treatment, good treatment, must be indicate what's the problem. We have section, full section to indicate the problems of like DNA and like physical problems, biological problems, as you told about Hatshepsut, like this. This stuff tell us or indicate.
And Tutankhamun as well. They said that he had some certain disease in his foot that made him walk in an improper way. Yeah.
They tell us about the factors of the his
disease
problems, like this. Why the problems happened? what the contents of the structure of the mummies of the wood like this by analysis. And we have here latest versions of machines, scientific machines to make full descriptions of compositions of materials of the objects.
Yes.
After that, we are the doctors. We indicate the treatment methods and materials and go on in the conservation processes.
Is this something close to the conservation lab that is existing in the Grand Egyptian Museum? And because it also has been operating, is it something similar or is it different?
In my opinion, we are here. It's more
advanced.
Right, because here will be about the stores. It will be the central stores in Republic of Egypt. It's built on 7,000 square meter, and it is qualified to, or I see, it is provided with high security systems.
Yes.
So it is very qualified to take the objects from all the Republic. For that, we are here is I think is biggest and very specialist more, but other it's very specialist also. But I think we have options, more options.
Yes,
but do you work on whatever artifacts that is going to be displayed in this museum, or do you work beyond the scope too, you know, covering other museums too?
Right, that's right. We bring from the old Republic.
From everywhere. Yes.
From everywhere, and we have own also, but it's open. It's open.
Sir, in your opinion, what are the eras and artifacts that need the most of your attention and efforts?
We need to make some preventive conservation to preserve these objects from any deterioration or any problems after the treatment processing.
Yes.
Yes. And in your opinion, what is the important project that is going on now in the kitchen? What is the stuff, you know, cooking?
About the stuff, we have very professionals, conservators. They have more experiences, scientific and practical experiences in our field of conservation of monuments.
Okay.
And they are qualified.
What have you managed to restore in the last period? Can you share with us?
In the last period, we made preparation of the objects, and we transport the artifacts or objects from the stores and put it in our store, make first aid of it, and risk management, and put it in the stores to make a way to decision what of it will be put in the exhibitions.
Okay. Now, sir, I want to know from you, does your work vary and your techniques differ according to the era of the artifact that you're dealing with or that you're restoring?
Our techniques, it is, we try to follow the international techniques in field of conservation. We already supported from UNESCO, and they provided us with international experts and methods, latest methods of international conservation. And we also, on another hand, our colleagues go to in many countries like Georgia, like UK, America, to show what is the latest methods in conservation.
But when you deal with an artifact, does the technique changes according to the era of this artifact? For example, if you're restoring an artifact from the Pharaonic era, would you deal with it the same way if you're dealing with an artifact from the Islamic or Coptic era?
In the basic, it is right, but it depends on the material. This is the rule. If I conserve the wood, I have some basics, okay, but it will different from object to object, not from edge to edge.
Yes. So it depends not on the era, but rather on the condition.
Little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
So what about the cooperation between the museum here and other museums like foreign or Arab museums?
We have strong cooperation between our museum and another museums, as you said. We make workshops and trainings of study to and also working in another museums. As you know, our museum not open yet.
Yes.
And we need to spend this period to take more experiences, and also we in about the coordination. We need to be useful to another museums, another colleagues from Egypt or from any country to see our design of laboratories of museum in general, because it is I think the fourth biggest museum in the world.
Yes.
Okay.
Amazing.
Now I have one question for you, sir. This place, this museum, is very unique, not only because of its location, but also because of the features that it demonstrates. For example, I was really amazed to know that there are labs here. And when Mr. Bassem told me that kids and students will be coming here to the museum to learn in a very unconventional way, in a very untraditional way, the learning process itself through competition and fun and entertainment. And this brings me to a question: would you rather add a department or some sort of exhibition exhibiting the restoration process, because this is basically what you do? So would you like to see students coming to you and see how you actually work on an artifact, how you restore this artifact?
We can make experimental studies to apply it or to learn it to the students, to the non-professionals. But
I think that would be very interesting for
not
them.
allowed in our masterpieces or our monuments. But it is a very good idea to learn them our conservation processes, and already we write it in the books, in the papers, like this. And we organize already workshops in these fields. It is general to all who interesting to the conservation processing.
Yes, finally, Dr. Mostafa Maher would like to thank you very much for joining us. It has been a pleasure, and all of the insights, and wishing you the best of luck in your endeavor, definitely trying to discover things and restore and try to protect this heritage. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm happy to meet you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Welcome here.
Now let's move to the short break and returning back.